Alright, how's it going, guys? Welcome back for some more GT6. And finishing up some of the stuff we did in the last stream. I have had a rough bit of time with the heat we've been having going on and not being able to stream. So we're going to do this. Finished up here in a video, so you guys can have some sort of content here. We are working on making a custom gearbox. We need hammer and file. Okay. So like that. And like that. That makes us the medium. And then we need it around like that. With that, and I'm sure it's going to be a hammer and a wrench. Really? Wrench and lubricant. Okay. Where is my red alloy wrench? My red steel wrench is missing. Oh, it's in my inventory. Well, there's your problem. Alright, lubricant, there we go. Alright, so we have a iridium diesel engine, which will give us 512. We have a custom titanium gearbox. We need a way to turn this off. So we're going to need a redstone switch for that. So we're going to need a blank cover, a circuit, a tin cable, and a redstone torch. Do I not have a redstone torch? I do. There we go. Alright, there's our machine switch. We can't use an automatic switch for this. And we don't want an automatic switch for this. So what we're going to try to do here is we're going to attempt, and I have not done a whole lot with Greg's axle stuff because I'm not a big fan, but we're going to try to put this in here. We need to do a gear there. I think we might have to have the wrench. There it is. Okay. So we need that one. I'm guessing we can do it from, that side. And then the bottom. Okay, so we're going to have, this is our input. This is our output. And then this is going to be the input that we're going to use for this. Actually, no. Let's take that back off and let's put it here. So then we can put this here. Yeah, that'll work. So then we've got input, input, and output. Now, this one isn't going to be running most of the time. And we're going to use a miniature portal to get our ethanol over here. But I want to just use a drum full to start with, so we can kind of make sure this is going to work the way I'm intending it to. And this should be our ethanol tank. which it is, which is getting really full. And I apparently am getting really hungry. So let me get a sandwich. Alright, let's go see if this is going to work. And then we'll figure out the redstone for it. So we're going to put that there. It turns on. That turns. And if we turn that, yes, it's getting its power. That is getting power. Good. But you can't see it because it's instantly draining, so it is not charging. But there we go. That is doing what we want to see. We're dropping. It's not too bad on efficiency for that ethanol. We can save the CO2 if we want, but I'm pretty sure with this setup now, well, now we're actually out. I'm kind of amazed with what we're bringing in from over there. And it is just kind of trickling in, so we might save that CO2 too. Everything we can do to get extra oxygen will be good, so I'll probably set that up to capture that CO2. Which, speaking of, turn this back on because it is always going to be empty. Even though it actually looks like it might be going up. We'll see. So now we need to redstone this thing. And redstoning it should be pretty easy because we have this wire here that's running from here. And if we're getting power from there, we also want to be getting power from here. So it should be as simple as put that on there. And now it's off, as it should be. And I need to go get some cables. I have my pipe backpack on at the moment. I will need it in a minute, but I need some cables right now. By the way, this thing works beautifully. We've got tons of tungsten steel. And it has turned itself off perfectly. Alright, so we're just going to run this down. And yeah, I think we're going to go through the floor right here. Alright, so there, and off the chisel, and then connect that. We need to disconnect that, and then we'll just go here and then straight on across here, and then we just connect to that, connect those up. That is nice and red. I can change those out to the coated ones to help with lag if we end up getting it turning on and off too much and causing block updates, kind of like what I did with this one, or lighting updates, I guess. But for right now, we'll just leave it the way it is. I don't see an issue with it. It shouldn't be turning off and on too often. Our power is getting a bit low over here because we only have this one HV line coming in at the moment. And then we have our MV line coming in from the cobalt reactor down here. We have our MV line coming in from there. So I'm going to have to get some more power coming in because we have actually used up all of the butane and propane that we had out back. It is all burnt completely. We are down to our regular liquid fuels out here. If you look at, we've got 500, 400, 400, 500, and then empty and empty. So we burned through all of that with that large gas. I may need to turn this up a bit because these are only dense solid. And we can run that at 1024. We could nuclear power it and give it a heat exchanger with a cobalt reactor under it, but I don't want to start putting cobalt reactors everywhere because we don't have tons of them, tons of the cobalt. We could also build us like a 238 reactor down there, thorium reactor or something. But let's just go with the burning box for the moment. Let's see. So solid steel is what we got right now, which is 128. We've got 2 of them. That's 256. That's only like a quarter of what we could be doing. A dense THC would do the whole 1024. The issue with that is I don't know that we could keep up with the coal to go 4 times faster. And I'd have to put in more coke ovens. We're actually not doing too bad. We're down to 13. I'm going to go mining and get us some more coal to run through there. We could also just use liquid, which is a somewhat smart way of doing it, because you can tap off some of your fuel to keep this running, and then you don't have to supply it with another type of fuel. And it produces more than what it takes to run it. So you'd only have to be using like one of the fuels to do so. But I'm not sure that I want to do that. Another thing we could do is we could go with the fluidized bed burning boxes. I haven't used these in a long time. We don't even have one that don't look like that would give us 1,000. We would have to go with a steel one that would be 512. Unless there's a regular one, tungsten steel. Yeah, we could do THC in that one. Now, the difference in that is it has to be a dust fuel, but we also have to supply it with molten calcite to work. Which molten calcite isn't a big deal. We have a smelter already smelting down our limestone to do the molten stuff, and we've got plenty of limestone. I think it's all over here. Yeah, we've got 28,000 limestone we could run. We could just tap off of this line and then run it out there to do it, which makes your fuels run more efficiently, I do believe. It's been a while since I tested this, but I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure that the fuel burns at about the same speed as it would in the regular one. I think I tested that if I remember correctly. So it would burn as fast in this one as it does in this one if I was on the right one. But it gives out way more heat because of the molten calcite, if I'm remembering correctly. So I've got to decide what I'm going to do about that, because keeping this thing running is taking a ton of power. This thing just eats through power. And since we're really not making a whole lot right now, we don't have lava for this. That doesn't have fuel. This is the only thing other than our reactor we just put in that's making power. It does look like we're staying pretty steady at the moment. I know he did this for lag reasons, but the fact that this thing doesn't update. Okay, it just went. Did that go from 550 to 515? Let's see. 515, 200. And let's see what it changes to. It would be really nice if we had a cover similar to the one we have here that just kind of says in and out. Yeah, we just went from 515 to 474. So yeah, we're still draining power. And that's like the only thing running right now as far as electric. Everything else is turned off or is heat-based, running off of fluid, stuff like that. That's why I have most of that running that way, but all the electrolyzers are off. None of those are running. This is running, but it's on fuel, so doesn't matter. That's doing our pitch blend, which apparently we've just about got done. We need to get that ready to go. Over yonder, I'm still working on that. We've got almost 5,000 uraninite there. We were working on in the last stream getting this all set up, and I need to get over here and get this finished, but I don't really want to start running these heaters if we don't have a if I'm not sure the power is going to be able to handle it. And I also want to get this switched over off of our honey and onto water, because we need to get more glycerol made. We do at least have another 128 of these, so I can go mining again and maybe get that uranium vein finished up. Maybe I'll do that here in the morning when it's nice and cool. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow morning. Have a sandwich. Alright, so I think we're going to work on changing over the thing to water, our fermenter to water, so we can get a bunch more of that made. And we can also use that with our diesel to make nitro diesel. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not nitro diesel in this one. He changed it. It's now fuel we use. Yeah, we use fuel now to make nitro fuel instead of diesel for nitro diesel. So the fuel that we have out there that we're using, let's see, 512 out of 1 liter, we can make it into nitro and get 768 out of 1 liter. So a bonus of about 250 gain from that. And we just need the glycerol to mix with the fuel. It's 100 to 400, and this is the same stuff that we're using to make our dynamite dust. So we've already got this setup made, so it wouldn't be difficult to make another mixer and run that, and then that'll make our fuel last a bit longer, but we need to get it switched over. Depending on how difficult it's going to be with where I have that set up at, I may put in a second fermenter. And since we have these diesel engines ran through here, and we have so much ethanol, I think I might go ahead and change these off of heaters and to liquid burning boxes, maybe. I'll have to think about that. Anyways, this is the next thing I want to get worked on. I'll probably make a video for that here in the next few days, and then once I get the power sorted out a little bit, then we'll work on getting that done. I do want to work on getting the thorium reactor that we were working on in the last one finished up. I was hoping to do that in a stream. Maybe I can manage to get one done this week. It's supposed to be cooler. But I was needing 2 more chambers to get that done, and we were waiting on our red alloy to get done. Let's go see if our Buells got finished here. I'm kind of sure they should have. I'm not sure we're going to have the next set ready to start because I don't think we're going to have enough helium for it. But yeah, it definitely looks like it got finished. Yep, it did. Alright, so we can get these cut up. Hey, there is a whole bunch in here. We are out of lubricant. Oh! I never ran the lubricant thing over here. Well, holy crap. Do we have any more of these we need to get empty? Let's look and see. Well, not in there. Not in there. Did they all get... Nope, there they are. Purple drink, holy water, seed oil, purple drink, holy water, purple drink, mead, purple drink, vodka, purple drink. So, no, we don't. Alright. So, I really need to get a lubricant thing ran, because I think I've been doing all of this just by drums and barrels. I really should stop that. But for right now, we're going to borrow this one. And I thought there was a way of climbing. Ah, there is. Bloop, there we go. Alright, so now that can get those cut up. And that'll give us a bunch of those. How close is this to running again? How much do we need? We need 9,000 and we have 6,000. So not long. That'll be able to run again. But we've got 48 of those. That'll be plenty to get that finished up. So I will get that done and get our next 2 chambers made. And we'll get a thorium reactor online and see what we're going to make from it. I got to be careful with that one because that one's not going to be quite as easy, at least for me, to math out, because I'm not 100% sure what we're going to be getting. So I got to make sure we have enough heat exchanging that we don't blow it up. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.